hearts are way more profitable now. But why is that? What should you be picking every day if you're doing them? And what should you be picking in the every 3-day chest that you get? Well, in this video, we're gonna go through it. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live. And let's get into it. So here we are at one of the hearts, specifically in Janthir Sentry. Now, honestly, all of them give you more or less the same things. So I'm not really gonna move up here. Everything, in terms of how much gold you can actually make, it'll always be the same thing. Back in the day, you would be able to get the Moon Edge weapon box or the Serpent weapon box for making gold, but now they're not really worth anything. It's not really worth, and there's so many other cool things that you can get. So let's go through a lot of them. First of all, I'm gonna unlock this one because obviously you have to do the heart to get the very big good stuff that you can actually get. And also I want to see how much of the currency we get. Indeed, we get nothing. You don't get anything for this. The only time you actually get the currency is by actually purchasing from this little thing here. You get 1 for this, and then you trade 1 of the other currency and you get 5. And you might be like, oh, is that even worth it? Yes. Yes, it is. It is worth it because these currencies are super good to make legendaries. I have another video when I'm talking about this, of course, so I'll leave it in the description down below. But the amount of gold you get from each of this is insane. It's like 40 silver if you make the Precursor, and I don't know, hundreds of gold if you make the legendary. So yes, it is worth it. If you don't want to do your Precursor and you don't want to do a legendary for the spear, yeah, probably this is not going to be worth it. Unless we're talking about the next thing we're going to talk about, which is indeed the discounted shard of Janthir Sentry and Lowland Shores. This one will give you around 20 silver profit each. So then you would probably, yeah, it's going to be worth getting, as it costs you 80 silver to get 5 of these currencies from the actual vendor that we just did, and you will get 21 silver profit from each of this one. So 21 silver times 5, 105 minus the 82 that we talked about before, you're making around 23 silver each time. Now, this doesn't sound like a lot, and it is a lot of effort for this hearts. Is it really worth doing this entire thing in hearts every day for just this? Well, there's something else that you actually get every time you do them. Every 3 days, you will be getting, every 3 days of doing hearts, you'll be getting a Janthir Renown chest. This will contain an 75 Ursus Oblight, 5 Janthir gearboxes, pieces of Rentified gear, thimble of liquid korma, charred Titan ore, honeyflower, lowland point, log, or rotten Titan amber. You can only, it costs 1 of this to get any of these things. And of course in the bottom you can see that you have the gold for each of them, and the best ones will always be here. But it seems to be like any of these versions, the honeyflower, the lowland pine, the rotten Titan, or the charred Titan ore, any of them will be fine for you. So whatever you actually need. That being said, for me, because I'm making legendaries every time, I'm going for the Ursus Oblight every time, because Ursus Oblight is 25 essentially of these currencies. If you convert them, like you need 25 flowers or 25 more sad currency to get 75 of Oblight, and you need so much of that for your legendary. You need at the minimum to make a legendary 1250 Ursus Oblights, which is essentially 250 of these currencies. So this is insanely good, and that's at the minimum. If you actually don't want to do a map completion, you will need 4,000 Ursus Oblights every time you want to make a legendary. So no, this is definitely worth a lot. I'm honestly very weirded out of the fact that Arena decided to not give us lanterns to do, and instead did this way, because 2,000 Ursus Oblights is way too much. It's over a stack of one of the currencies, and you did it twice. So after your characters run out, I'm not gonna lie, guys, getting any of this is gonna be very difficult. But there you go. Personally, I'm not sure if for a normal person that doesn't want to do a legendary or the Precursor is actually worth doing this every day. If you're actually planning on doing that, on not doing a Precursor at all, if you like the hearts, I would do them. It's still fine. It's not the worst, but I'm not sure if I would recommend it. It's not the best gold that you can make. But if you're actually making the legendary, if you're making the Precursor even, this is insane gold. It's insane gold, and you can make it way, way easier. Any of these hearts to do, they're not that hard. If you go and check if you do them in the correct ways. That's why you should go check my other video on how I tell you to make every one of these hearts very, very fast. I'll leave it in the description down below, and there you go. But that's about it, guys. Tell me if you guys like this. Tell me if you didn't like it, if you don't think this is worth it, whatever. Just tell me in the comments down below. And subscribe to my channel. Go to my Ko-Fi. If you want to support my content, you'll appear in the board. It'll be super cool, and all of my videos, isn't that nice? And you can go to my Twitch to watch me live as well. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And if I don't see ya, good morning, good evening, and good night.